Conversations with Rick and Eric.
So, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of We Don't Know What the Fuck We're Doing Here. A wider range of conversations.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we're here again.
I was actually still looking up my notes.
Oh.
I thought you had paused long ago.
Yeah.
I just pulled up a note out here that just says, Mark hates women.
Oh, that was from their thing.
Yeah. That's not going to help us out today.
Well, I can start. So, I don't remember if it was the first episode or the second episode. Remember I said I was fucking craving the shit out of Chef Boyardee, fucking ravioli, whatever, and then we got in the whole conversation of fucking school lunches and everything. Yeah. It was disappointing as fuck.
Oh, man.
I went to the store, and they had that shit fucking 10 for 10. I'm like, fuck yeah. Grabbed a bunch of them, and yep, it was disappointing as fuck.
Most of them, especially anything in a can, unless it's some sort of a soup, have not been great for me. Like, I don't like canned chicken. I don't know if you've ever had that.
No.
It's gross.
Why the fuck? Where do you get
canned chicken?
Is that like a
were you never around when mom so whenever she would cook, I would call it crotch chicken?
No.
So it's literally chicken that's like shredded in a can.
Okay.
It
I've seen it in like the pouches, like how tuna fish comes.
Kind of like that, but it's literally in a can.
Ugh.
And it comes out all stringy. And you can tell when they use it. Like, it's just not good. And it tastes...
Oh,
not that I have any...
I think it, like, because of the smell.
Take a drink before I say the next comment.
Go ahead.
It smells like Lilith Fair. I think is what I said before. That's not that's pretty un-PC. Well, no, that's pretty PC of me, actually.
I mean, you can't get in trouble if it's facts.
It's true. Come to my window, and I'll be home, yeah.
That's way too early for songs.
I've been up since 7 a.m., bro.
That's when I went to bed.
Yeah. This is also why it's hard for us to get together to do these things.
Well, no, it's mostly days off. I don't fucking, I mean...
I'm like, I'm going to work all day and then listen to people talk about money. It's great. Shout out.
Oh, you sent me one thing, speaking of work, about how COVID created it so people can't people anymore.
Yeah, people, especially now, have noticed they don't accept, like, options. I don't know if you've realized that. Like, if you give somebody, you have option A where you can do this thing, or option B, they can do that thing. They choose a third option every time, and it's usually just yelling at you until they get, like, one of the options that aren't given. Like, so...
Just like an angry caveman.
Kind of. It's like, hey, if I give you, I can't do this for you, but I can definitely, I can help you out doing this. Or, like, I can show you where to go online to figure this out. No, you're going to do it for me. That wasn't one of the options. Like, I've given you your options, and talking to anybody else is not going to help.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get that at your work now.
No. Just...
Godspeed.
Just people that are just mad for no reason.
Oh, well.
They just, like, come in and they're just mad. And then they're mad about the price of things, and I'm like, I don't make the prices. That is above my pay grade.
They haven't figured out, like, at work when we close after a really rough day, sometimes I'll just yell. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not... I'm going to step away from the mic a little bit. I'm not mad at you. I just need my voice to be louder. And that's how I get past all of my, like, frustration with the day.
I usually throw on, like, death metal.
Yeah.
When we're supposed to, like, when we're cleaning and like closing up and everything,
yeah,
I'll throw on the Bluetooth speaker and just throw on like the heaviest shit, which is fun when I work with this kid that's like super religious and he's like 18 and I'm just throwing on shit that's like, brrr, and he's like, what's happening right now? And he's like, are you okay, Eric? I'm like, never. He's like, all right, well, fair enough, I guess.
I mean, Then you just disrespect your surroundings and start kicking
Yeah,
shit.
basically.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can't do that where I work.
Oh, no. I do, me and, we've said it several times, but I sure do miss COVID times.
When nobody was around?
And, I mean, that and the people that qualified had hella money. And, but still, yeah, you only had to work so many hours if you actually had to work. And
I never got a break, buddy. I was one of the
so was
essential.
yeah. Except for we were so slow, they had to cut our hours down.
Oh.
So that's why I got the partial unemployment thing. So I was still working, but I had it covered at least so I could fucking pay my bills. But yeah, you had free time to do shit. I remember I made fucking tortillas for the first time.
Oh, shit, I remember that.
I was doing a bunch of fucking cooking and shit, and then work came back, and they're just like, no, you must work all days.
At least 6.5 in a row. I don't know if I have any. I should have wrote something down. You said you had other notes that were written in there too.
Yeah, I'm looking. I thought I had more. Maybe I don't. I literally put a note that says "you member," and I don't remember. I didn't put anything. I didn't put anything that's supposed to be "hey, you remember." And I think I was watching like fucking old commercials, and I was like, "Oh damn, you remember?" And then I never finished my fucking thought.
I thought it was just a South Park episode. You just get lost watching South Park.
No, well, no, that's from a fucking also from a George Lopez joke.
Is it really?
He would go, you remember? Because all Mexicans, instead of saying remember, they say you remember.
I don't remember that.
And it's from like one of his stand-up things. But I can't fucking remember what it was that was on. I think it was like how awesome fucking fast food places used to be back in the day.
We can actually afford to eat fast food before.
But when you would go, like, I remember when I was a kid, my dad got like the entire Indiana Jones series, like going through, like when you could buy VHS tapes from fucking McDonald's and shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
Remember that? Or they had like the special fucking glasses, the Batman and Robin fucking glasses and shit.
Your cat is going ham on that.
It's because there's treats probably still stuck inside.
That's great. I just watch her she gets pissed off and like kathwacks it.
Yeah.
And then she falls over like, oh, this is too much work. And then 5 minutes later, it's like,
It's because she's a fat ass. She won't give up. She'll just get tired and take a breath here and there.
I love your cat.
On a slightly serious note, I guess. I put Sad Man's Club and here is a note, which I mean, it isn't May like Mental Health Month anyway.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. So if you're sad, you
want to join us. Yeah, we've started a Sad Men's Club now. For all of us who have just had like the ass kicked out of us this year, last year, whoever, and we just want to hang out and do stuff and talk about how much, I don't know, life's cool sometimes.
No, did you get it from the Beavis and Butthead episode?
Is that what it was from?
I don't know. I didn't see the episode until afterwards. There's a thing. There's a segment in there called Sad Men's Club.
Shut up. Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
On like last week's episode, because there's some dude in the hallway that's like all emo, and some girl walks up to him and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just everything's just so dark and blah blah."
You're
and
right.
and then they're like, she leaves with him, and they're like, "Oh shit."
Yes.
So then they go and
flip the hair.
Yeah, so
you can't
then
see, but
they get put into a mental institute because they're depressed, and all they're trying to do is like be depressed to get chicks.
I think it always boils down to Beavis and Butthead for us.
So I don't know if that's where you got it from before you made the joke.
I don't. Maybe I might have remembered it. No, I was just saying that like all of us have had similar experiences in the last year. I thought we could just club it up.
Do your shirts.
Maybe.
I don't even remember the shirt idea we had from the last episode. I have to go back and listen.
Something about non-binary beings.
Something like that.
Yeah. If you're listening, let us know.
If you remember what it was. If you remember when we could easily just go back and listen to it, but
Listen, get those views and a few more. I think if we double what we have right now, which is gonna be pretty simple to do now that we got that fat connection now.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we can talk about that too. How I got our podcast shouted out on national podcast. That's number 40 in the comedy charts. Shout out Caleb at Horror Soup and Kim.
Yeah, who thinks that I'm your cousin?
It's the same thing. We're actually brother cousins.
Yeah, I would say we've been called brothers more than cousins.
Cousin brothers.
Yeah, that's down south there, bud. That's farther down from where we are.
We're not gonna go there. It's not like that here.
Right.
But yeah, that was pretty rad. And they still have that movie that they were covering on that episode up for free on Patreon.
What? The Amityville Horror?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, it's the worst thing they ever saw.
Is it the one with home dude that played Deadpool in it?
No.
Or what?
So there's like 1,000 Amityville movies.
Oh.
No joke.
Oh.
Like we, right now, at this podcast, could make an Amityville movie. Just put Amityville in front of anything. There's no rights to it because they found out Amityville was a hoax.
Okay.
So you can just do whatever you want. Like we could call it Amityville Eric's Front Room.
Sick.
I kind of want to do it. No. Amityville Eric's Front Room.
Or something cool. Like Amityville Strip Club.
I think I posted, or I wanted the idea I came up with for the last one was Amityville Hood versus Japanese.
Is that why you said you wanted to film a movie this year?
Yeah.
After bringing up the Annihilator?
Yes. No, that's because of El Pollo Diablo. Got brought back up into the atmosphere.
From somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, who brought that up?
I don't remember. I said I did a film in... oh, that's what it was. It was my fault. Because I said that I did a movie, and they wanted to see it at Horror Soup.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's gone, bud.
That was high school.
That really was...
That was in high school. The El Pollo Diablo was in high school.
when
Yeah, this sounded like jizz hitting something, but that's not what it was. So in this movie, the movie is about a rubber chicken that's like, isn't it like possessed by the devil or some
Yes.
shit? And so it just starts killing people. And in one scene, I think was it a dude or a chick? Anyway, somebody died in the fucking bathroom. And in order to have the whole blood splatter, like B-movie type scene where all of a sudden all you do is hear a scream and then just see blood get sprayed, we threw ketchup into a sink. Well, this was like while classes were going on, so we went to the cafeteria while there was no one else in the cafeteria, and the lady's like, "Why do you guys need so much ketchup?" And I literally went, "Blood," and she's like, "What?" Okay, so yeah, we filled up a big ass fucking cup of ketchup, and I just ninja whipped that shit into the sink. We may or may not have cleaned it up. I don't remember, and.
It was great. I honestly miss that. I really wish watching some of the movies I've seen now when I thought that movie was shit that I made.
Yeah.
It is a 5-star movie compared to some of the things I've seen out there that are making money. And that I know it's not saying much, believe me, but did we ever wait. 28 days later, I did remember something.
Oh, yeah.
Did we ever rewatch that? Because I still fucking hate that movie.
No, we didn't rewatch it. I asked you, should we rewatch it? And you were like, do we fucking have to? And I said, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
That's... All I remember is we went and saw it in the theater. And that's when the power went out like 11 times.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, no joke. And I think that's one of the reasons why we hated it so much is because we had such a jarring experience.
I just remember the dude, the crow in the tree, and the blood dripped in the dude's eye, and all of a sudden he had pink eye and Bird's disease, and then it turned into a zombie movie or something.
Yes.
That's
and
like
then
all I remember.
Half the movie is like, yo, let's survive the zombie apocalypse. And then at the very end, it's like, hope I don't get raped. The end.
That just sounds like a regular Wednesday.
You can't rape the willing.
That's true.
At this point, I think any of us are like good for a light breeze. Oh, wind.
So many sneezes. Oh, God. But yeah, and then What did we do the Annihilator for then?
I don't remember.
That was that a film project? Because I remember you got bit by a mosquito, and that was when West Nile was a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you got turned into the Annihilator, and that was a big fucking mask thing that you wore.
How did I lose all of these masks?
Excuse me.
I don't have the wrestler that I used to be. I don't have that mask anymore either.
And then you and I had a showdown, like where we ripped off Undercover Brother, where they went back and forth in the fucking Michael Jackson music playing fight scene.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's like Chris Kattan and Home Dude and Undercover Brother, and they're like fucking posing down back and forth while fucking a Michael Jackson song is playing in the background.
Was it Beat It?
I think so.
Or Billie Jean?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Beat It.
I wish it was something not that. Like, what was that Shamu song?
I only know it as the Shamu song.
Right?
We'll fight to the end, but I'm only human. Yeah.
No.
With all the kids at the beginning.
It's like, hold me.
Yeah.
Like, hold me.
Well, it has a bunch of kids, like, humming. It's like,
And
which
then,
now and
and then you find out.
Womp womp.
That was, I cracked myself up with my Michael Jackson impersonation. Like, just do that for the whole podcast. Just Shamona.
When you blank out. Brain farts just filled with Shimones. Like, Shimona.
Instead of saying like or we're just
Yeah.
gonna go Shamona.
So here's one idea thing. Oh, this was the one that I said I had an idea to do weekly. As I'm fucking choking.
Is it happening?
This could be the end.
Just like the movie.
Oh, I did watch a little bit, or I did watch like half of that episode too. The one where your friends at Horror Soup brought us up.
Yeah.
And I don't watch, or I mean, I don't actually listen to very many podcasts, like AEW's podcast, and every now and then Chris Jericho, and that's about it. But I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that drinks. Homie was drinking a Bud Light the whole time. I'm like, fuck it, hey, I'm glad I'm not the only one that sits here.
No. You should see. He's usually rolling a blunt half the time too.
Oh shit.
That's why I'm saying, like, you guys would get along very well. Like, I don't know how I'm funny to them because I don't do any. I can't have soda anymore.
You got gout.
I did get gout, and that's our new thing now too. Everybody, we can start using that as like a. I don't know how to, just use it as an example. Like, if you see somebody do something really terrible, like, oh man, you kicked that puppy. That totally gave me gout. So use that.
Gout's the new emo.
It really is. Or the new, like, am I having a stroke?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm getting gout.
What is happening right now?
Whoa, screensaver. That was a weird screensaver.
That was weird.
Rick and Eric rate screensavers, Volume 3.
Right.
Why
My
was
phone
it
is
blue?
fucking blowing up from work texts.
I was just gonna say, not for me.
They're like going off about what's gonna go into our refrigerator because apparently we won something, and people are like, bananas, kumquats. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with them?
I don't know.
Bananas?
I mean, it makes sense because it's about to be hot as fuck.
Oh.
But,
R.I.P. you and your people.
But anyway, my idea for the segment thing that I had was where we ask random people, or we have people, if anyone listens, send in a message.
We have apparently 50 listeners.
Oh, wow. Send in a message with a random celebrity, anybody's name that's, sort of well known. And we're going to do our, it was the most childish idea. We're going to do fucking Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Oh, fuck, marry, kill? You do fuck, marry, kill?
So, the first one, I asked our friends John, Jason, and Mark to both give me.
Oh, man,
I didn't give them a reason for what it was for. I just said,
Okay.
give me a random celebrity name.
That's great.
And first of all, they all gave me males. So no one said a fucking female's name whatsoever. So
Says a lot about the friends you keep. Yeah, me too.
So the first one was from Jason, and his was Benedict Cumberbatch. I hope I didn't fuck. I can't ever say that dude's name.
Benedict Cucumber Patch.
Yes. Then
Okay.
the second name is from John, and his was Daniel Radcliffe, who I had to look up because I didn't know who the fuck is that. That's
Yeah.
Harry Potter's real name.
Yeah.
I just know him as Harry Potter.
You didn't know that, really?
I just know him as Harry Potter and the dude that had the guns fucking attached to his hands. Have you seen that movie?
What movie's that?
He's in it where he
Is that Swiss Army Man?
no.
If not, you should see it.
No, he like gets thrown into like a quote unquote live action fucking video game thing where people are actually like getting killed though. But he gets like drugged and he wakes up and his fucking guns are like bolted to his hands where he literally can't take them off. And he's got to go through all this shit and whatever. It's a crazy ass fucking movie.
Pissing would be impossible.
Yeah, there's a scene with that.
Impossible.
Him trying to fucking take a leak and shit.
Taking a shit? How do you wipe?
And
You just blow your asshole out? Oh, well, it's time.
Yeah. And then Mark said Alex Trebek.
Oh.
So
Oh, no. Okay. What was the first one again? We have Harry Potter, Benedict Cumberbatch.
or Doctor Strange and Alex Trebek.
Oh. It's funnier when you do this with inanimate objects. Okay. So, I'm going to kill Benedict Cumberbatch. Just because. His name sounds like a cucumber patch, and that's weird.
But you love Doctor Strange though.
I do like Doctor Strange. That doesn't mean I have to like the character that plays Doctor Strange. He's an okay Doctor Strange.
Who would be a better Doctor Strange?
Huh?
Who would be a better Doctor Strange?
So, it's going to be a deep cut.
Okay.
Deep cut. And, like, if he doesn't play Doctor Doom coming up, I wanted him to be Doctor Strange. And it's Julian McMahon. And no one's going to know who the fuck I'm talking about. But he was in Nip Tuck. He was the main dude in Nip Tuck, and he was also one of the main love interests in the first Charmed series.
Oh, he played Doctor Doom, didn't he?
Did he play Doctor Doom?
Wasn't he in one of the Fantastic Four movies?
Looking that up right now.
I could have swore he was in one of the Fantastic Four movies.
Pause while I Google. He's Australian?
Yeah.
Who knew?
I knew he had an accent. I didn't know necessarily where from.
I've never heard him like outside of whatever this was. Like, I never heard him out like outside of acting.
Oh.
He's got nominations. Holy shit, he was in Doctor Doom or Victor Von Doom. Well, still, I want him to be Doctor Doom again. Oh, you want to know why? It's because it's in the first Fantastic Four movies, and those don't count.
Oh.
I've never seen them. I just know him from that. Anyway, so what were we talking? Oh, I'm killing Benedict Cumberbatch, and then we have Alex Trebek and
Harry Potter.
I'm gonna fuck Harry Potter, which sounds like the weirdest thing I've ever said because it sounds like I'm fucking a child
He did do a play where he was naked
with a unicorn.
stage.
Yeah.
Was it with a
It
unicorn?
was with a unicorn, yeah. So that, because the opposite of is me fucking an old man. Or I guess he's dead now too. Does that wait?
No, we'll say that he's still alive.
I'm like, wait, whoa. We found out something new about Rick today. Necrophilia in.
The colder the better.
I did sing that Voltaire song a lot about dead girls. So, no. So yeah, I guess that leaves on marrying Alex Trebek, which seems like a great thing to do if he was alive. He seems like he would take care of you.
That's who I would pick.
You know?
to marry.
I'm saying.
Him. He'd be a gentleman.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm going to fuck you 3 times, but we're gonna clean up and have a talk after.
Or not even necessarily that, but I mean, he'd take you out for a Salisbury steak every now and then or
You
something.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, makes you feel like a real gentleman,
He's probably
a real nice lady.
I mean, either way, I'd probably pick the same for both too.
So now I get to come up with random people on the spot to throw you off. Are you ready?
Oh, okay, sure.
And I'm going to do this in wrestling terms.
Okay.
Because you're a wrestling nerd and I can do this sometimes.
Okay.
So we're going to go Willow from AEW. We're going to go Sammy Guevara. And we'll stick all AEW because, you know, this is apparently an AEW shout-out podcast now. Let's see here. The third one will be... Let's pick somebody really random. Kenny Omega.
Oh, damn.
It's a rough one.
It is. Because, I mean...
Willow's got that booty.
I know.
It's rocking everywhere. And you got to kill one of them, too. That's what's rough about that.
I'd probably kill Sammy.
Okay.
And then I'm torn between if I want to marry Kenny or marry Willow. Because, I mean...
I think they both take care of you really well, honestly.
I mean... I'm down to smash and or marry both. Can we just alternate on every Wednesday? This week I'm gonna fuck Kenny Omega. Next week I'm fucking Willow.
And now
We're gonna be a pod fucking community.
yeah, I was just gonna say you're in a throuple with Willow and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, you only get to, but you got to marry one of them.
Okay.
You got to put your name on it.
I'd marry Willow then.
That's smart.
And then
I just love her a lot.
yeah,
She seems great.
she's comes off very happy.
Yeah. Hopefully that, but I don't want her to be sad. But
Right.
she just seems nice. Like Willow, if you're listening, shout out.
No one's gonna know who Willow is.
I'll put pictures up. Don't. Oh, by the way, we have an Instagram now.
Oh yeah.
Like an hour into the podcast. Hey, we'll do that at the end though. I'll put pictures of Willow on Instagram. You all know who it is.
So you're talking about Grandma Werewolf earlier?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to cover it on Horror Soup, but Grandma Werewolf. So, picture in a world when your mom is a werewolf,
Okay.
and in that world, you decide to take your kids to see said grandmother when you know it's a full moon.
Okay.
Exactly. But it's also made like through crowdfunding movie, and it's very low budget. And what's great about this whole thing is it has that like pause when they're trying to act. So it'll be like, oh, gee whiz, kids. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. And then, so they go there, and the grandma bites one of the kids, and she turns into a werewolf. It just literally looks like somebody ripped the skin off of like a taxidermied wolf and put it on this person's face. It's not a mask. It's just like, you can't see it, but it's very squished together, kind of like this.
Okay.
They can't talk in these masks either. They have zero dialogue once they're werewolves. However, and I wish the whole movie could have ended in 5 seconds, because at the very beginning they show this old man, and it's raining, and this woman comes up to him and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I wish it could be different for you." And he's like, "I wouldn't have it any other way, babe." And then she's like, "Just stay with me for 1 second longer." And then he goes, "I gotta go." And then he dies in her arms, right? And then she reaches to the sky and goes, "No!" And that's the beginning to this movie.
Oh no.
I think that was the best part. It gets really shitty after that. But honestly, if that would have been it, like just a short, 5 stars.
That reminds me of the beginning of this fucking movie I saw called Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Oh man, is that like Sharknado?
It's worse. I like the Sharknado movies. I've seen all of them, but like this is like. But the thing is, like the very beginning, there's this whole beach scene which looks like it's a fucking lake at the end of the road, where apparently there's sharks in it, And it's like this fucking chick that's supposed to be the quote-unquote hot chick in the movie, but it definitely looks like they found her in the back of a bar somewhere. And she's all in the water, like, get in the water, ha ha ha, whatever the fuck. And then she gets attacked, quote-unquote, by a terrible fucking CGI fucking shark that you don't even actually see attack her. You just see it on the fucking screen in, like, fake water. And then she's getting attacked by the shark, and she gets pulled under the water. And there's this chick on the beach that goes, "It's a shark!" Like, exactly like that, in, like, the worst fucking way possible. And my windows are wide open, so all my neighbors just heard me fucking scream like that. But it's, like, the worst. And then I don't even remember what the whole pretense of the rest of the fucking movie was. This is, like, there's a whole...
That's all you needed.
But
can we put both of them together? We should do a supercut of just all great 5-minute beginnings in movies like that.
Like, it was... I'm trying to remember what the fuck it... I obviously had to do something with some sort of treasure thing, because it's called Raiders of the Lost Shark, so...
Do you just use the sharks to find the treasure?
I don't know.
It's like Donkey Kong?
No, I almost have to rewatch it to see.
We really should start doing that. That would be really fun. Just have like a... We watched this corner of the show.
Well, I just watched... Well, I said it in the intro for our Instagram. I just watched New Jack City for the first time ever. I had never watched it before.
I don't think I've ever seen New Jack City either. If I have, it's been long. I don't remember.
It came out in, like, 91.
Yeah.
And has, like, Wesley Snipes in it. And, like, Ice-T. And a bunch of other people. But it's basically about...
New Jack?
Well, no. About selling crack and shit.
Yeah, New Jack.
Yeah. And Wesley Snipes is basically like a black Tony Montana.
Okay.
In the movie for the most part and shit. He's just fucking gnarly. All the outfits are awesome. Ice-T's a fucking cop. So apparently he's been playing cops for a long time, because I don't know what show he's on that he plays a cop and shit.
Is it Law and Order or SVU or one of those?
Something like that, but yeah. Yeah, so I saw that movie. It took me like 3 days to watch it, because can't ever just sit down and watch a movie in like one sitting.
Oh, yeah.
I watch it like 20 minutes of it and then turn it off and go start doing something else, or YouTube takes over and then come back to it.
I did that with a couple of movies I've started to watch on Tubi. Tubi's a great source for these, by the way.
Yeah, I watched Hobo with a Shotgun on that one.
I've heard good stuff. I've not seen it.
Oh, it's it's a fucked up movie.
I mean, I like fucked up movies. We watched... big stuff. I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy. And that was fun.
Did you cry?
I did.
A lot of people said they've cried.
Like 3 times, actually. No spoilers, because people haven't seen that yet, but eventually. Just do your research before you go. You don't have to look up spoilers for yourself, but Rocket Raccoon doesn't have the best backstory. There it is. I also have never wanted a bad guy to die more in my life than I did during this. Like, I wanted him to die more than I wanted Thanos to die.
Who's the bad guy in the movie? Is that a spoiler?
Kind of.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. Fuck him.
I'm so behind on those fucking movies, dude.
When's the last one you watched?
Endgame.
Ugh.
I think.
You ended on a bad note. Like, have you seen the new Spider-Man yet?
The first one, not the one after Iron Man's dead.
Oh, it's good. It's real good.
I haven't seen that one.
Wait.
Or the one after that.
I was going to say, there's 2 of them you haven't
Yeah.
seen. They're on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I just never think about it.
Oh, fair. Plus, you don't sit around for that much, and you're sending me. So, did our friend Dave? Did he send you that link with that one wrestling? It was the Japanese wrestlers that just was beating the fuck out of each other. It was the 2 chicks.
Maybe. That's normal in Japanese wrestling, though. Wouldn't?
No, you don't understand. Like, when I say they're beating the fuck out of each other, I mean, it wasn't. I think it was scripted. Like, one of them was supposed to win, and the other one was like, no. And just started punching the living fuck out of her.
Oh.
It was like Japanese baddies West.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say they normally beat the shit out of each other.
Like, she hit her twice and her nose was broken.
Oh, damn.
And she sat on her and just was punching her in the back of the head until somebody pulled her off of her.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, what is happening? Like, they filmed this.
Yeah.
And then at the end, because they fucked up the ending so much, their trainer was like getting in her face, and I don't know what she's saying because it's like, well, I'll tell you. It's just, I can't understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
And then she just starts fucking decking this big bitch. Like, I'm talking just out of nowhere. Like, this bitch owed her money. This is Midland Street here in Bay City, Michigan, and they are trying to get that last baby daddy who doesn't quite have all his money spent yet. She just pops out of nowhere and just jumps over two people and just starts fucking decking this bitch in the face.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh damn! And then she tried to pie phases her off her, and she gets in her face again, and she starts just like punching her right in the tit. It was intense. Is it because I said tit?
And with a tit punch.
Yeah.
Finish her.
Oh. See, I told you. We took a second to watch it.
Yeah.
And
she got her ass beat.
She sure did.
I started saying that maybe it was probably planned out until he said that she lost 75% of her eyesight from fucking that. So
Yeah, that's.
And then had to retire. Okay, never mind. That was not fully planned because Japanese people are fucking crazy, or Japanese wrestling's crazy, and both. I mean, yeah. So I can see them doing it on purpose, but no, not if she was like done afterwards.
Yeah. It's like
she was so small compared to. She was
Yeah.
like trying to fight the big bitch in prison. That was like an episode. Of fucking what is that?
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
You gotta find the biggest bitch and take her on.
Yeah, she got her ass beat instead.
She did not win the respect of that.
No, and lost her pudding cups for a week.
Yeah. Do you remember? Have you ever seen the movie Signs?
Maybe.
It's the alien movie with who's oh god, it's the white guy who hates the Jewish people but then got better.
Mel Gibson?
Yes.
Okay. Did he get better?
Anyway, he's in it, and the guy who plays the Joker.
Heath Ledger?
No.
Or the first? You mean the first Joker?
The one that just came out pretty recently, in the last 2 or 3 years. Joaquin Phoenix. Is that Joaquin Phoenix? That's his name.
That plays the Joker?
Yeah. Have you never seen the Joker movie? That's
one,
good.
What Joker movie? Is it like
It's just called Joker.
Is that? Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right, we're back on track.
Anyway, so that scene. So like they're showing a bunch of stills through the news about like the aliens coming down and all that, and they show the one that's just kind of like. You can't see that, but I'm doing this weird little like.
He's walking slightly like a T-Rex. Yes.
Kind of walking through, and then it stops and looks at the camera, and then it just like cuts off real quick.
No, because that shit gives me nightmares.
Fuck me up. Fuck me up. Forever. Still, to this day. Just like,
that movie that I was just going to bring it up, I still swear to God it's fucking real, dude.
We locked eyes for a second. Like, do you remember that one?
Where she fucking saw the scary-ass slave ghost in the mirror and it's supposed to be a documentary? Fuck, I don't know.
I still haven't, I think I saw
That shit gives
one
me-
copy of that somewhere.
My heart's beating out of my chest right now. It's thinking about it again.
That movie sucks now, though, dude. Because I've seen it recently, like in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's not great.
But
at
it was
the
just
time-
that last scene, dude.
I think it was because we were fucking wasted when we watched it.
It was fucking terrifying. And then what was the other movie? That was like all in first person like that, and we were all watching it in the dark when I lived downtown.
Oh, Quarantine?
And fucking Dave walked in right at the very end of the scary moment.
That
and
is still-
fucking, we were all like, "Ah!" And you like almost shit your pants and fell over and everything.
All right, so to paint this picture for the podcast listeners, Quarantine, I don't remember what year that came out in. It doesn't matter. It's the one where they're in the building and all the zombies and all that jazz.
Yeah.
With the news lady. Something happens, and at the very last second of the movie, when there's that big like last jump scare when they pull somebody forward, our friend Dave just busts through the front door. It's like, hey, it took us forever to get here. We collectively shit our pants. When I say all of us shit our pants, I don't. I almost did.
It was fucking terrible. Yeah, we all and he fucking screamed because he didn't know why all of a sudden we were screaming. It was like literally at the end of the movie where she gets pulled away or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck, dude?
There was a solid like I was going and then he was going and then we were going
Yeah, it was all that was scary as fuck. That was one of those ones I'll never forget. But that and that fucking dude in the mirror.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
The Frank something experience. And I don't remember what it was.
Like, I remember the parts, like, where the floor was fucking moving. And
That's not great, yeah.
And it seemed cheesy, but it was that last scene where, like, because we went back, and I was like, I thought I saw something. And it was because we went back and, like, paused it, where you could see the fucking dude's gnarly face, and we were like, I'm like, oh god, Kakui's gonna get out. Fucking and that shit stuck with me forever.
So now, as an adult watching it, you're like, it's probably just like the stagehand, the camera.
I don't even want to rewatch it.
But at the same,
like it's gonna come back out and attach itself to me again.
Again?
Dude, that shit haunted me for like days. That was like, that was up there. Well, this will work because I was gonna suggest a top 5 fucking list. So those would be top 2 things of something that fucking scared the shit out of me.
Oh, for sure.
Another one movie wise was when we went to go see The Ring in the theater, and you and I went. So okay, we went to the movie. We came back. I got back home, and I lived with my parents still, and I had a TV in my room, but I had no cable, and I fell on asleep on my remote. So I fucking rolled over in my sleep, and the fucking TV clicked on with just the static by itself. And it was like that night when we had saw that. My ass jumped out of bed and shot across the room and flipped the fucking light on so goddamn fast.
Nope.
I was like, shit, I'm like, what the fuck? And I realized I saw the remote on the bed. I'm like, holy fuck. My heart was pounding out of my chest. Like, I woke up out of a dead sleep and was like, holy shit. But, yeah, that's up there. I think that's like the top. I don't know if I have top 5. That would be definitely top 3 fucking...
The 3 are memorable. So, that's the only thing. Nothing really fucks me up where it, like, stays with me for days. I don't know what that says about me as a human being, that I'm just kind of like...
Well, the Ring thing didn't stay with me. It just scared, like, fucking... it was coincidental and scared the shit out of me at that time.
The quarantine thing, for sure, is probably going to be top 2, for sure. Let's see here. If I had to pick another one that was super scary, that freaked me out to ever...
There was that time when you were taking care of the cats for us when we were in Georgia, and you saw the ghost in my aunt's house, and you were fucking just hurried up.
I left. Like, you don't understand how quickly I left. Like, because I was, you were like, oh yeah, just come hang out in the house and just, be with the cats and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, cool. So I'm in there just, fucking around on your computer. I think I was watching something on your like something that you had on there. And all I see is this person just kind of over to the side, and I'm like, okay, that's a cat.
Yeah.
Even though they're all behind me, that's a cat. And then I see this thing just stop and just stare at me from the one side of the window, and I'm like, oh no, that's enough. I'm going home. I ain't welcome here. I don't know what you are, but this is your house now. And then I left. No, the other thing, probably aliens are my trigger.
Yeah, for sure.
So The Fourth Kind, I was watching it with our friend Alicia. Shout out Alicia. And I had to leave to go home after that. And it's like that movie, it's like it's cut between 2 scenes. So it shows like Mila Jovovich, who's like, hi, I'm Mila Jovovich, and I'm talking to these people over here. And then they show the live footage of the therapist talking to that person, and he starts like levitating, and he's like, aliens, and he's convulsing and shit. And I'm like, no. No, thank you. But I toughed it out. Watched the end of the movie. I was terrified of being outside for like 2 or 3 days after watching that movie, because I figured if I was out in like outside where the sky was, that they could just kind of like snatch me like a claw machine.
Yeah. Have you seen Nope yet?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
It's not
Should
that bad.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
I want to.
Like, aliens weird me out, and it's not that bad.
Okay. Do you see there's a game coming out for PS5 that has aliens in it like that? It's like a spooky, like...
No.
I want to say it is Slender Man-y.
Oh, I have Slender Man.
That's even that game's kind of scary actually. Sometimes
Yeah.
the jump scare there with the Slender Man. It's in that one part, like you're going through the house and stuff, and then you go out into the woods, and you have to collect those notebook pictures. And every once in a while, you'll turn around, and he'll just be like, "Hi, I'm Slender Man. Don't turn around. I'll come back and get you with my tentacles."
I think we watched that movie. It was,
Is that a movie?
yeah.
There's a court case about Slender Man. These girls genuinely believed that Slender Man was like talking to them, air quotes, and they stabbed a girl to death because of it.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, oh boy,
Were they white?
bummer. What do you think? Come on, you don't see other people doing that shit. You're just looking for a reason to stab somebody, you know?
White people be crazy.
You ain't wrong. But yeah, fourth kind. This cat. And what did quarantine, fourth kind. When I was real little, Friday the 13th fucked me up forever.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was like 6 or 7 when I watched the first Friday the 13th.
Although now your mom goes to sleep watching Antichrist movies.
Clearly we've gotten over that. But yeah, like it was the one, I think it's the second one, Friday the 13th part 2, because that's the one with Jason Voorhees, because he comes up all up out of the water and stabs the fuck out of those.
I don't understand Freddy Krueger weirding me out, but not Jason.
I was very little.
Still.
I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then like I would go to bed and I'd be like, this motherfucker's coming for me in the sleep. And I got over it pretty quickly. But for the first, when you were a kid, I watched a lot of shit I shouldn't have when I was a kid. My mom was like, yeah, fuck it. He'll figure it out. Thanks.
Yeah.
But I went over to her house yesterday. She's like, do you want to watch Left Behind the Antichrist? And I'm like, I do not want to watch that, actually. Not because I'm afraid of it. It just doesn't sound like a good time.
Is it like a horror movie, or is it like, it sounds like some stupid documentary thing?
I am worried that that's what it is.
Some stupid documentary thing?
It's bad enough. So this is where we are at in our relationship now. My mom wants to go see Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
You want to come see Fast and Furious with us on Tuesday?
I think I have to work, but anyway.
It's Tuesday night because it's free. It's cheaper at night.
Oh, okay.
So she wants to go to that.
Mm-hmm.
And would you take me to see that for my birthday? Yeah, for sure. You know?
Yeah.
But now I have to go watch Vin Diesel with superpowers and cars.
He doesn't have superpowers.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think
When was the last time you watched a Fast and the Furious movie?
When the bitch had amnesia.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait. Nope, yeah, that might have been it. Because I think Jason took me to see that one. Because nobody was going with him, and he's like, dude, I'll pay for your ticket if you come. And I'm like, yeah, all right.
That was like, I don't know which one.
I don't remember either. But I was in the movie theater, and no joke, I shit you not, when she's just like, Vin Diesel, I wished I could remember the love we had. And I look directly at Jason, and I go, are you trying to tell me that this bitch has amnesia?
Why is it not believable?
Because it was the year of our Lord, Jesus Christ, like 2000 and, I don't know, 15? Do people get amnesia anymore?
Yeah.
No, shut up.
They ain't got insurance. They can't go see nobody. She got rolled in a car, wasn't it? And she ended up with amnesia.
But come on. That's what you got to do for a movie? Like, oh.
I mean, they're action movies. I mean, you just got to learn to just not.
I know.
And just.
And I can do that for some things because what was the one? There's a movie we just watched recently that was. It was Bones, but not Bones. Guy from the Vampire Hunter one.
From the Vampire Hunter?
Yeah. Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
Jamie Foxx Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, with Snoop Dogg and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Because I know it was going to be dumb, and Jamie Foxx was going to say some stupid shit, and Snoop Dogg would be like, hey, man, being basically like Snoop Dogg Pootie Tang and fucking murdering vampires. That was great.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was actually better than what I thought it was gonna be.
Can they make a Pootie Tang Vampire Slayer?
Maybe.
I'd watch the fuck out of that. When I tell you, Pootie Tang is one of my favorite movies. It is so stupid, but I love it so much. Just for Wanda Sykes, it's like, hey, Pootie! Wadata. I love that fucking movie so much. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, like when we first saw it when it first came out.
I'm the only one that loves that movie this much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been years that you've always
It's so stupid, but I love it so much. Shout out.
Fucking when did that come out?
It doesn't matter. Chris Rock is in it, and he's just like, it's hot today. Can we just cover Pootie Tang for an episode?
One episode just watching Pootie Tang covering it again.
I do it I all day. Whenever you want me to watch Pootie Tang, I am down. Like that, and no, that's it. I want to watch Ace Ventura 2 again.
Oh, okay.
See how that shapes up to when you watched it as a kid, when it was like when he shits himself out of the rhino. That was like hilarious.
It's still, I would assume, hilarious.
Okay. I hope so.
That scene in that movie with all the dead animals on the walls, how I felt walking into Mark's dad's house in Traverse City.
Yeah.
With all the animals.
You wouldn't sleep there.
I ain't sleeping there. There's too many them things that's just staring at you when you walk in. I hate taxidermy animals. That's like one of the things that freak me out too. Is just
Taxidermy.
Yeah, and I walked in there, was just like, holy fuck, nope, we ain't staying here.
That was what I went to one of those oddity expos, and my friend was looking for a raccoon skull, which by itself is a little weird. I don't know. Bones freak me out, and I don't know why. Like, there's no reason for it. I'm not traumatized by them or anything. I'm just like, hey, you used to be something. Gross.
Right.
Like, I see the full on, like, them doing. They were doing scenes. So they had, like, an otter that was, like, holding a piece of wood that was chewing on it and stuff.
And it's just a skeleton otter.
Yeah. I'm like, well, that's. I mean, if it's your thing, cool, but I don't know. I can't do it.
I wonder if people have the same thought about sperm.
Spur?
Yeah. You know, it comes out and you're like, you used to be something. And now you're not. Especially if it gets caught in a rag.
Or a sock.
Yeah. That one sock that can hold up a light stand.
Or a mouth.
Ew.
I know some people's mouths are kind of like that sock. Trying to drink. And that's it.